if you two can recreate that for me, okay? Let's see if a different. Okay, and go slow.
So what I tried to do was to bring him down here.
Okay, now. Okay.
That's when
Okay.
he came forward.
Okay. Stand back up. Okay, now. Okay, get into that grip. Okay, now. Rick, can you take him? Can you step up here? Take a left foot step and turn. No, see, there you go. Okay, you either turn him to the left or you turn him to the right.
Right.
Okay. See, so there again, it all depends.
I stabbed him.
Yeah, and there again, it all depends on what you would do at that specific second. Okay, instead of letting him take you down to the ground, yeah, there's options to it. Okay, but can you recognize those options that fast?
At that
one of us would have to die
right.
at a time.
Yeah.
One of us would have to
And
die.
that's
Exactly.
and that's what you have to do. Okay.
Good.
So.
Wow, that was exciting. We have one more left, and then we're going to discuss the whole thing because I think there's a lot of discussion that can be had here.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, it's opened up my eyes to a lot of things that have been going on and stuff that I saw, and you know, and we do have a small audience of martial artists who are actually
Wait.
they're all looking at and like, yeah, you can see them cheering and understanding what's going on. So.
It's a lot of fun.
So we're gonna do that after this last one. So stand by.
All right, Mickey, he's ready to go again. And Miss Rebecca, represent.
Yeah.
What's the scenario there, Rick?
We're trained by the same people.
This is the next scenario is a rear choke with a live hand to your back. Let me and I'll show you what it's gonna look like. So hang on a second.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
What's that?
Let me show you. Go ahead and sit down. I'm gonna show you what it looks like.
From a seated?
No,
You go ahead. He's
No,
I'm
gonna
demonstrate on me,
okay, I got it.
and I'm
So
gonna do it to you.
the way this is, it's a rear chicken, and it's this. This is your scenario, and how you're getting out of that. You'll notice that the hand is at the small of the back, and I'm leaning down. Look at the awkward position that he's in. This is what you're getting out of.
I know exactly what I do.
It's hard to recover. Yeah, so here we go. Go ahead.
Yes. I know. Why would you be in this situation to begin with? I get it. Because you decided to come here today.
And this is your fault.
Yeah, you won't be able to go to work tomorrow. See, now that's
Right?
oh yeah. See, that's that police stuff.
You guys ready to go to the
That is not anything I learned at the police academy.
Crescent Vale?
In like my field of vision, I just see Rebecca jump into my field again with her arm cocked back.
So obviously you don't want to do anything bad in Livermore. All right, here we go.
Uh-oh. Stay.
Hey, relax.
We are in delay.
He's cutting his in.
All right, we are in delay.
He drew first blood.
Good morning. All right, well done.
He drew first blood.
So that happened. right, well.
You okay?
Oh, and I got ranch. Good distraction. And he's eating ranch.
Good distraction.
All right, well, that was some really good stuff there. I loved it. Let's go ahead and take this to the panel because that was crazy on both sides. Let's go first.
He was stronger than me. I was gonna fight force to force. So what do the newborns do when they're crying? They fall right to their bottom. That's what I did. He was like, boom! There's my shot, my opportunity. I got my shot, walked away, he was done. As the officer right here, if I would have hit him some more, I would have went to jail.
That is correct.
Perfect.
Yeah, it should. I liked it. Okay, and again, I like the intensity. Okay, because
I have mixed feelings about that now.
right. But his life was in danger. Okay, so what do you do? Okay, you don't know until you get in that particular situation, and he did what he thought was the right thing to do, which worked. Okay,
So the one thing that I saw there was the use of, we train in physical arts, but also verbal arts. He opened up that window of opportunity when he told him, take it easy. Naeem, being the nice gentleman he is,
he took it easy.
He took it easy.
Right.
And you saw what happened. The window of opportunity for Coach Mickey showed up right there.
It was the verbal judo. It was the verbal judo.
It was verbal judo.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of times you don't forget that is, use it to your advantage. And we saw an example of how that was used to advantage.
awesome.
And then Rebecca,
she's just crazy.
She just crazy turn. And once she got that turn, you could see, it was a lot of opportunity to do different things.
For the record, I don't actually know what I just did, so I'm going to have to watch the playback. But what's interesting is that
We never know.
when I saw the scenario, my first thought was, oh, I should drop and then use that surprise as an advantage. So I was actually thinking along the lines of what Steve and Mickey did. And then once you got on me and we hit play, I don't really know what I did, but that's what came out. And I think my instinct was just like, I don't like my back to this guy, let's turn around, and then from there, stuff happened. But it's interesting to me that I had a plan and it just flew out the window.
Just to piggyback on Mike here, the physical aspect of our training is great, but the psychological side that we rarely even delve into, that's just as important. That window of opportunity that you talk, that verbal judo, that is a psychological aspect. Whether you're affecting his psyche or your own, you still need to train that aspect of that, and that should be, if not equally as important as the physical aspect of what we do as martial artists.
Right.
Awesome.
Good. Yeah.
Wow. Well, those are all the scenarios we have for today. But now let's have a discussion on this stuff. Because I think this is going to bring it on.
Oh, I definitely need something.
Grab a chair that we can see. As you can see, Naeem got pretty beat up today, which is what I was hoping. I was actually hoping for more than that, but Baker's gonna be choosing.
Yeah, I know. I didn't wear any of the gear up until the end, and then
he did take a nut shot, and he took a beautiful fist to the lip. So now I learned a lot of stuff here.
Dude, I did too.
The people over here, these are some really class acts. I mean, they're for the things that they came up with. And a lot of it was based on whatever happened.
Scenarios on the spot.
Yeah, we talk about that. We talk about it in our system. We say everything you're going to do is going to be based on what happens at that moment, and this really proves that. And I think a lot of you guys have realized that you can't really plan. You have an idea what you might want to do, but when it comes down to it, those plans change.
Okay, I want to point something out. Look at this face. He's still coming down from that survival instinct state. Like, he's trying to calm down back to his regular, everyday state of mind. You're a beast, bro. You're a beast. In the best of ways.
I'm looking at Alaska over there. That's all.
So right now we're going to go ahead and we're going to have a discussion with this, guys, because I think there's a lot of things that can be said about this. So let's go ahead and start that on this side here. Ray. All right, Ray. Ray, announce who you are, full name, and where you're from.
All right, sir. My name is Ray Kadani. I'm at Yuba City, California. I'm with the Instinctive Combat Arts up there.
Talk louder.
I'm a student under Grandmaster Harry Green, too. This watch-in today was, it made you realize that a lot of the flashy stuff, a lot of the, stuff that looks good, it doesn't always work. It was the stuff that down and dirty stuff that, you know, you get down, and then that's the stuff that makes it work, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and then looking at some of the concepts everybody was using, like everybody was saying, is a lot of the things, you know, you don't have time to really think. It comes down to that muscle memory, and all those years of training that you do, you know, and then that's what worked. But a lot of the concepts that was being used, even though they weren't thinking about it, and it was in the muscle memory, is like, hey, that's similar to what we do. And you know, I'm sure other people from other systems will say, hey, that looks similar. That's what we would do. You know, that force meeting force, and I think Mike was talking about it. That force meeting force, or Grandmaster Green also, you know, with the clinch, you know, that the force meeting force, you know, who's going to win? Probably the person that's stronger or bigger. Then you gotta you know, sidestep or take them down and change angle off where you can take them down or break it off. Yeah, it's not, you know, that force thing. So, but it's awesome. You know, I'm glad I was able to see this today. It's awesome.
Awesome. Thank you for being here. All right, let's hear from.
Yeah, let's go on this side. Larry, here you go. Take the mic and introduce yourself.
Thank you. My name is Larry Akaya from Manteca. Belong to the VEA Martial Arts, along with my instructor, Maestro Mike. Currently under Jason Cortez, under Tom Vitose. So what I picked up from this seminar, I guess, is just a lot of it is just the reaction. The thinking is out. You take the thinking equation out, and everything is just about reacting to whatever is you know, open to you. It's just amazing that everything is tied together. Whatever system you are under, or whatever art that you learn, it's all connected. So the concepts are pretty much similar, and it's just the process of, you know, having to use what you see come in front of you and apply it. That's it.
Johnny?
Well said, well said. Johnny?
No, the one thing I like is just like when you were talking about force against force, and then Mika was talking, he felt the force, but then he felt that Naya was a lot stronger and just went with it, dropped down, took advantage of his weight, repositioned himself, had a good tag upwards. Rebecca, the way she spun out of that rear lock, she went to the weak side, and the second she stepped out, her right foot was right in position for that knee. And the funny part, like she'll tell you, I don't remember what I did. But yet it was fluidity, it was precision, the accuracy was right there. And the part that I liked, the second he went down, she was right on top following him. You know, and with Mike, with his technique, you know, when you came in, right. Yeah, of course, you know, you're second up, so you kind of get an idea. With Vic, like Mickey said, you came from the side. With Michael, you came straight on, so he just had to stop force with force, and then from there he just proceeded to just bounce off his chair and directly follow. That was cool. Thank you,
Danny.
I think the basic theme for all of the scenarios is you deal with what you got. You do what you know. There might be a small window that allows you to think between the punches, between the grappling, between falling. But all in all, you have to deal with what's going on at that moment and just pull out what you can pull out. At the end of it all, we're just trying to survive. There is no winning. We don't win when we get into a fight. We only survive. And if you, with that mentality, if I can still survive, even though I'm passed out and he leaves me alone, I still survive. If I pass out and I'm out and he stabs me and stomps me and kills me while I'm out, well then I'm out. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You're already out to begin with, but he finished the job afterwards. Hopefully he does not, if we happen to find our way in that position. So to me, surviving is winning. Though I'm not trying to win, I'm only trying to survive.
Yeah. I'm going to piggyback off Cleo Danny is, you know, I always talk about spiritual fitness. And that last scenario, we've been playing with the blades the whole time. And thank God Naeem didn't have a blade to my neck. because that would have been it. I would have been like, I kissed my kids. And then I'll come back to you.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break from him and go to Rebecca.
I have so many thoughts, and like I said, I don't even remember what I did when we broke. Somebody actually had to fill me in and take me in step by step, and I was like, really? I did that? And it's interesting because as they said, like, that last one, I spun to the weak side, and he said that, and I'm like, my brain wasn't processing what side was weakest. So somewhere in all my training, I picked up on that, and I just went with it. And what is interesting to me, because I think I'm analyzing what I did a lot more than what anyone else did, but as a police officer, because I just went through the academy, I kind of had to data dump everything that I had been training beforehand, and I haven't trained seriously in over a year because I was going through the academy, I had other stuff. And so this is the first day that I've actually just kind of got down and dirty, and that's just what came out, and I'm like, hey, I
feel honored.
So it's interesting to me because if, you know, the people that are watching this that maybe don't train a lot, I would say this is the moment where I would tell you, go train, because once you get those muscle memories, like I said, I haven't trained in over a year, and that's what just came out, and that actually was a huge, like, encouragement to me, because now I'm like, all right, if somebody attacks me on the street, I know that's going to come out of somewhere. I won't be able to write the report on what I did because I won't remember, but
I blacked out and he went on the ground.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting to see what comes out, and it's like everybody has said, because you can't think in those moments. The more you train, the more muscle memory you have, and this to me was just confirmation of that you need to get that muscle memory down, because without it, you won't be able to fall back on it.
I just want to add a little bit to what Rebecca was saying right now, because it is true. You have to repeat things and get the muscle memory involved. But she said she went to the weak side instinctively, and she doesn't remember even doing that. That's not a muscle memory. That's a thought process. That's a mental aspect, like Coach Mick was talking about. It's the psychology behind it that made that work. The physical stuff, whatever happened, she doesn't remember because that wasn't the important part. The important part was the mentality behind it, and that's what allowed you to execute those things. So I just want to say that.
Perfect point. So, sorry about that, guys. Every day I walk out the house, this could be the day? This is what this made real out today. So, I was put in uncomfortable situations that it just happens like that. And again, if Naeem had a knife, I think the game would change. Anytime there's a weapon involved, that could be it. You know, I'm gonna be very blunt. It doesn't take a trained martial arts to take your life. He blindsided me. I didn't see it. And you know what? That's what really freaked me out. I don't like no one taking my back. That's the biggest thing. And I was just emailing my Sifu this week. What the hell am I doing this for? 26 years into this. What the hell am I doing this for? I'm not gonna fight in the UFC. I'm not gonna box. I'm around you samurais in here, and that's why I do it. And no, that's real talk. That's why I came here, because I love what you guys are doing. Thank you for doing this, Bladed Mind, guys. Thank you, appreciate that.
Thank you for being here.
And again, you guys just elevated my mindset and my game to go back and get back into the lab and make sure prepare for any scenario.
Man, that's the greatest praise we could possibly get, man. Thank you. That is.
So I just want to say, you know, Coach Mickey was talking about we're the weird people. Okay, we're categorized with like the nerds. People who dedicate themselves to, you know, bowling or martial arts. Let's admit it. We're just